Hello my dear friends, in this video we will going to learn another example related to exergy, that means example number 10, charging a compressed air storage system. So what is given, there is a 200 meter cube rigid tank. So this is your rigid tank, initially contains atmospheric air. So initially it is contained atmospheric air. How much it is conditioned? 100 kilopascal and 300 Kelvin, and is to be used as a storage vessel for compressed air at 1 megapascal and 300 Kelvin, right? Compressed air is to be supplied by a compressor. This is your compressor. So from a compressor we supply air up to how much pressure? 1 megapascal, but mind it, temperature remains same. That takes a atmospheric air at, this is your atmospheric condition, at, that means this is your P naught, this is your P naught, this is your P naught, and this is your T naught, right? Determine the minimum work required for this process. So what is that? Minimum work required, for this process, So you have to calculate minimum work. So it is nothing, it is a work input. So minimum work, that means what is the reversible work in. Okay, so what is that? Air is to be compressed and stored at high pressure, in a large tank, rigid tank. The minimum work required to be determined, right? So what is your assumption? Assumption number first. What is your assumption? Assumption number first, air is an ideal gas. Air is an ideal gas, number first. What is number second? Number second, kinetic and potential energy are neglected. That means kinetic and neglected. And properties of air at inlet remain constant during the entire charging process, right? The property also constant. Now we take a rigid tank. So here is the question, what we select a system. So we take a rigid tank combined with compressor. So this is our system, very important, I am telling. So this is our system, a rigid tank combined with compressor, we take as a system. This is system, this is your system, right? So what is the system? Rigid tank plus compressor, we take as a system. This is a control volume, there is an inflow. So this is your system, is a control volume system. But, and this control volume system is on a steady state during the process, on a steady flow process. That means unsteady flow process. flow process. Why? Because the property inside the system will continuously change with respect to time. Why? The pressure will change. Also, if we put the air inside into the container, so mass will change. So this is your unsteady flow process, right? Also, there is only one inlet and no exit. There is only one inlet, so there is an inlet to the system. There is a one inlet, there is an inlet, no exit, right? The minimum work required for the process is the reversible work, right? Is the reversible work, which can be determined from the exergy balance, right, of an extended system plus immediate surrounding, right, whose boundary is at environment temperature. So what is its boundary temperature? So boundary temperature is nothing, it is a T surrounding, right? Temperature. There is no exergy transfer accompanied by the heat transfer to or from the environment, and the setting the exergy destruction term is equal to 0. So if we take system plus immediate surrounding as a system, so in this case there is no any heat transfer, right? So what is your exergy balance? So what is your exergy balance? Exergy balance is like that. So what is your exergy balance? Exergy balance is at like that. Exergy in, so exergy balance. And what is the exergy balance? Exergy in minus exergy out minus exergy destruction destroyed is equal to change in exergy of the system, right? So for this is 0. Why this 0? Why? Because reversible, we want a reversible work. So what is exergy in minus exergy out is what? X2 minus X1. This is never 0. Why? Because the system, it is not equal to 0. This is not equal to 0. Why? Because unsteady flow process. Flow process, right? So what is the exergy in? The exergy in is due to mass, due to work. So W reversible in work input plus mass M I psi I due to mass in, right? And there is no any out, so this is 0. What is exergy of within the system? There is M2 phi 2 minus M1 phi 1. This is for system, so phi 1 and phi 2 for system, right? Now see, very important, psi 1 and phi 1. So here very important note point is that, very important, this is your observation, like you have to develop it. Psi 1 and phi 1, psi 1 is equal to phi 1 is equal to 0. Why it is 0? Why? Since initial air in the tank and the air entry are at the state of environment, so initial system, and the system, the initial, that this is the, that means initial property of the air and property of the air which is initially is the same. So see, initial property of the air is how much? This is your initial property of the air, this is your initial property of the air, and this is your initial property of the air which is in, and both are same, both are same. And due to that, exergy destruction at the state of environment is 0. So there is no any exergy destruction initially. So we can write that since initial air in the tank, since initial air in the tank and the air entry and the air entering are at the state of the environment, are at the state of environment, and the exergy of a substance, and the exergy of a substance at the state of environment is 0. Why? Because this is your dead state. Initially it is dead state, and which is entering and the state at entering, both are a state, a dead state. So there is no any exergy transfer. The final mass of air, right? So if we put this is to be 0 sorry, and this is to be 0, right? So what is your final result? So final result, W reversible in is nothing, M2 Y2, right? Now you have to calculate what is M2. So for calculation of M2, the final mass of air, if you calculate, what is that? M2 is equal to P2 V2 by R T2, ideal gas equation. So what is your P2? What is your P2? P2 is 1 megapascal. That means 1000 kilopascal. 1000 kilopascal. What is V2? Initial and final volume is same. So there is 200. What is R of the air? 0.287. What is your T2? Final temperature? Same, 300. So its temperature final and initial same. So if you calculate, what is the mass M2? 2323 kg. This is your final mass. So this is your final mass of air. Final mass of air, right? Now what is phi 2? What is phi 2? Phi 2 is U2 minus U0, right, plus P0 V2 minus V0 minus T0 S2 minus S0 plus V2 square by 2 plus Z Z2. This is your phi 2. This is your phi 2. Now, very important. Since there is air, so this is the function of temperature. So this is your what? This is your function of temperature. Function of temperature. And you see that the temperature doesn't change. That means T2 is equal to T naught. So this term is neglected. So this term is 0. Number first. This is your observation. Mind it. Number second. There is stationary system. So change in kinetic energy is 0 and change in potential energy is also 0. So potential, this is Z minimum. This means Z dead state. Up to dead state, this is a 0. Why? Because phi 2. So what is your final result? Phi 2 is what? It is your P naught V2 minus V naught minus T naught S2 minus S naught. So this is your phi 2 final exergy. Now, so what is P naught V2 minus V naught? What is P naught V2 minus V naught? So P naught, what is V2? R T2 by P2, right? Per unit mass basis, this is a specific volume. Mind, this is a specific volume. This is a specific entropy. This is a specific entropy. So this is your T2 minus R T naught by P naught. Why? Because pressure will change, right? So what is your equation? T2 T naught same, R same. So this is your R T naught P naught by P2 minus 1. Why? Because T2 is equal to T naught. So this is your P into V2 minus V. It is never 0. See, why? Because there is a pressure will change, right? So this is your, so you have R, you have P, you have P naught, you have P2. So you have P naught V2 minus V naught. Now what is T naught? S2 minus S naught. It is what? It is your T naught Cp of air ln T2 by T naught minus R ln P2 by P naught, right? Again, this is 0. This term is 0, right? Why? T2 is equal to T naught. So what is that? Minus R T naught ln P2 by P naught, right? So this is your this value. So if you substitute phi 2 is what? R T naught P naught by P2. This is your P naught by P2. Mind it. Right. P naught by P2 minus 1, right? And minus plus R T naught ln P2 by P naught. This is your phi 2. So if you rearrange like that, R T naught ln P2 by P naught plus P naught by P2 minus 1. right? Put all this value, so what is R? 0.287, 0.287. What is T naught? 300 Kelvin. Ln, what is P2? 1000. What is P naught? 100. What is P naught? 100. What is P2? 1000. Right, minus 1. If you calculate all this value, so this is your 120.76 kilojoule per kg. This is your 676. Right? So what is your reversible work? W reversible in. So what is your reversible work? Reversible work is your M2 phi 2. So there is M2 phi 2. So you have M2. What is that? 2323. You have phi 2. What is that? 120.76. So if you put this value, this is approximately 281 megajoule. So this is your minimum work input is required to fill the tank with compressor at a 300 Kelvin and 1 megapascal. So this is what? This is your minimum work. So this is what? Very important. So this is what? Minimum work required to fill the tank at 1 megapascal and temperature 300 Kelvin. But in a reality, the required work input will be greater by the amount equal to the exergy destruction during the process, right? So what is that? If you compare this from this example, one other example is like that. This is your another example. So previously there is also there is also 281 work obtained by compressor storage in the tank is specific involved. So this is your minimum work required to compress the air, right? Okay, thank you very much.